Hey, what's up everybody? Landon with LMR.com. In this video, we're gonna be talking about some parts for the 1994 to 2004 Mustangs. You'll see a few LMR exclusive parts as well as what we're calling some choice parts. We don't necessarily make them, but they are some of our favorites for the 94 to 2004 Mustangs. We have several parts for those cars. It's always kind of tough to nail down your favorites, especially when you do something like this and you only have so many tables to put parts on. But anyways, y'all enjoy the video. We'll leave a link down in the video description, linking you to the category that has all these parts plus several others. We'll jump over here, get started. This is the SVE Coyote swap Shorty header that's directly marketed to 1996 to 2004 cars. And the reason why I say that, the thought behind this was to be able to utilize your existing mid-pipe that's already in one of those cars, whether you were running a factory manifold or a Shorty header. These are gonna help cut down on a little bit of cost, so you don't have to buy long tubes as well as the matching mid-pipe and then the K-member for said long tubes. These will work with the factory K-member, and we're actually running these in a few of our cars here at the shop. We even had one of our employees, Scott Hubbard, switch out a set of long tubes on his Coyote swap car in favor of these, simply because there's a heck of a lot more working room when you're servicing the transmission and the starter. That car sees a decent amount of track time throughout the year, clutch work and things like that. Transmission is out of that car more often than most, and Hubbard was tired of messing with working around long tube headers, so he put these on. We're gonna give you a factory style multi-layer steel header gaskets, as well as the multi-layer steel header to mid-pipe gasket and retaining bolts. Sticking with the engine stuff, this is the SVE polyurethane engine mount. Gonna be a little bit better upgrade over rubber. Heavy duty steel, polyurethane bushing as stated previously. Correct thread pitch here for the stud. And then with the kit, we'll give you nuts, bolts, as well as studs to get them installed in the car. These will work for 96 to 2004 modular engines, and then any of you doing a Coyote swap. All right, so roof rail weather strip. We know weather strip is a item that ages, that deteriorates over time. These technically already existed. They still exist, but we went out and we pursued our own. Reason being, we wanted the material to be a little bit softer. We wanted the glass to conform a little bit better whenever you close the door, and it definitely does that with the LMR versions of the roof rail weather strip. We also integrated a little bit more material here at this kind of, I call it a ledge, but whenever you do close the door, this portion will kind of overhang a little bit more over the glass, creating a little bit better seal. You get a driver and passenger side roof rail weather strip. Clips are pre-installed. Definitely go watch the video on this one because there was a small clip change kind of on the early SN cars and then the transition to the new Edge car. All right, so here's the upper door panel cover kit. I'm running these in my wife's 2000 Mustang GT. I think you're gonna hear me say that a lot in this video. But these hide a very unsightly, problematic area on 94 to 2004 cars, and that is where the door panel gets situated into the inner door belt weather strip. Over time, that adhesive breaks down, the material separates from the actual door panel itself, and then when people remove the door panel, they reinstall it. That material peels up and it comes out of the little channel in the inner door belt weather strip, and these little covers remedy that issue, covering that unsightly area, and really makes a nice difference in the upper door panel section for your 94 to 2004 Mustang. All right, we'll have some fuel tank pads for the 94 to 97 cars, as well as the 1998 to 2004 cars. They're die cut foam in the correct sizing. We have illustrations on the website indicating where these pads go, but it's nice, firm, and thick polyurethane foam with an adhesive back. Simple installation. Just make sure you prep the top of your fuel tank well before you install these. These are available in our complete fuel tank kits if you're going that route, but if you're somebody that may be reusing a factory tank and you want some new pads, this is definitely the route to go. All right, still on the fuel tank topic. This is, man, this was a really good piece. Every new Edge car at some point is going to need one of these. This is a very problematic piece simply because the barbs break off whenever you go to remove the hose from one of the barbs, and then while you're trying to remove the hose, you'll break the other barb because it's just, they're so brittle. But this is called the fuel tank pressure regulator valve, and then the technical term is the fuel vapor vent valve assembly. We're not gonna get down the rabbit hole of its engineered explanation, but know that we've incorporated the correct functionality for this piece, and it's even the correct shade of blue. Every new Edge car needs one of these, so in the kit you'll get the assembly itself and then a new seal. Alrighty, 99 2000 Cobra-style front bumper. This one was a long time coming. A lot of you showed interest in this. We wanted to make it for several years. Y'all have heard me say it in just about every video. Rome wasn't built in a day, but we finally got it done. Urethane construction, factory dimensions and tolerances. We've installed these on a few cars up here, and the fit and finish is absolutely phenomenal. One thing that we did did change whenever we had this made is that we removed the locating divots for your front license plate. For those of us that don't want to run a front license plate, great. That's one less step that we have to go through at the body shop. But if we have to run a front license plate, well, you better measure twice and cut once. But this is designed to fit 1999 to 2004 Mustangs. The bumper is sold by itself, and then we have all the attaching pieces sold separately. The fog light bezels, fog lights, and then the front bumper to fender brackets, which, speaking of those, they are right here. These will work with all 1999 to 2004 front bumpers, be it the GT V6, 9901 Cobra, 0304 Cobra, or any front bumper for that matter. But pre-bent, steel construction, pre-installed studs, and then if you need hardware, we have a front bumper installation hardware available as well. In the kit, you'll get driver and passenger sides. Oh, they're even marked with an L? A backwards L, for that matter. No, I'm kidding. Flip it over. You got an L for driver's side and an R for passenger side. And then while we're on the topic of front bumper to fender brackets, here are the ones for a 1994 to 1998 car. Same concept as the one for a 99 to 04 car, just a little bit different design since those cars had a different front bumper. Steel construction, pre-installed studs, and then we've got a black E-coated finish. Which one? Take my pick. Flip my coin over here. All right, let's scoot around over here to the back. These are the window support braces. You talk about another part that every new edge car needs. I have these in my wife's 2000 GT as well, but a problematic area on the SN and new edge cars are the three brackets that are adhered to the door glass, be it driver and passenger side. Over the years, that adhesive deteriorates and the glass basically separates from the bracket, and whenever you raise the glass or lower the glass, it may lean forward or it may tilt back. Well, what this brace is doing, it's tying all three of those brackets together. So whenever you do raise or lower the glass, that glass stays exactly where it needs to be. Over all these years, people have just replaced the door glass because they think the adhesive not being attached to the glass is a problem. With this, it isn't. If you have that issue, this is what you need. If you don't have that issue, you can still install these to act as kind of some insurance, if you will, but kind of difficult to install just because you're working, inside the door. It's real tight in there, but definitely go check out the dedicated video on these and we walk you through the installation process step by step. All right, let's talk about some steering wheels. I like steering wheels simply because you need one to drive the vehicle. The two here, these are the FR500 style wheel in both dark charcoal and black. Dark charcoal being for a 99 to 04 car, black being for a 94 to 98 car. If you have a car with tan interior, you'll have to mask off the outer section here of your steering wheel and then prep and paint the urethane sections here around the spokes. We actually did it in our 01 Cobra, turned out phenomenally well. The other steering wheel, still an FR500 steering wheel, but it's GT350 inspired due to the red sight line here at the 12 o'clock position. So a nice little, call it OEM plus upgrade, if you will. But this will be black in color with synthetic leather on the sides and then a black micro suede at the top and bottom. These steering wheels are designed to work for 1994 to 2004 Mustangs, which by the way, these are brand new units. This isn't something that you send your steering wheel to us, we do this recover process, you wait several weeks and we send it back. None of that silly stuff. These are brand new. You click buy now, they show up at your door and they're in your car in less than an hour, or however long it takes you. All right, sticking with some more good interior stuff here. These are the factory style shift knobs. We have a few different options for these in both 5 and 6 speed patterns, but there'll be options for black synthetic leather, dark charcoal synthetic leather, and then you have like a 2003, 2004 Cobra style knob here that we have in, of course, the factory pattern, and we also sell it in a 5-speed pattern as well. So cool factory style options for shift knobs for your 1994 to 2004 car. All right, here are the Defrost vent registers for the dash. These are the small ones that kind of flank the outsides. These are always missing or they're broken. Black in color, factory grain and texture, so you can prep and paint these to match your interior. This is the 2001, 2004 center console cup holder insert. This was actually one of the first new edge parts that we manufactured. This gets installed into the rear cup holder for your 2001 to 2004 console. And this could also work for a 94 to 2000 car if you've swapped a 2001 to 2004 center console into one of those cars. Another problematic area is the rear seat bottom locks. People don't know how the rear seat bottom comes out, but these get depressed with some sort of pry tool because they're spring loaded with a locking tab that holds the dowel or hook in the seat bottom in place, but the spring mechanism will fail over time, or these are damaged from improper removal. I put these in my wife's car, really solid restoration piece for your rear seat area. All right, another part that I have in my wife's car. You'll see the theme here? These cars need parts. This is the radio delete compartment for a 1994 to 2000 car, but this is a factory style version of the radio delete compartment. You'll need this if you're installing a single DIN head unit or if you're doing a radio delete in general. But it'll have the rubber mat inside with the little small feet to grip whatever it is that you're putting in the compartment. And then here around the outside of the compartment will be the felt flocking. This was a nice touch. This is to prevent plastic on plastic contact and unwanted noises in the interior. So if you use this for actual storage, it'll kind of hold whatever it is that you're putting in there. I don't. I just like the look of it. I think it looks good. All right, we got the SVE springs. We know that there are a ton of options when it comes to springs. These are made in America by a reputable spring manufacturer to our specifications. We chose a drop amount and we chose a ride height. I'm not gonna get specifics on ride height simply because that will vary from application to application. Definitely check out the product page for more information on that, but they are powder coated in kind of a bright metallic silver. They look really, really good. So if you like the spring rate that we advertise, if you like the drop amount that we advertise, this is a really good spring for your 94 to 2004 car. And then with the springs, we also include the low profile pinion snubber. The SVE Billet ABS delete blocks. We'll have them available for 99 to 2004 cars, as well as 1994 to 1997 GT and Cobra. These will be for any of you that have ABS module issues. You're not really wanting to pursue trying to fix that. You just want to have an easy solution. This is a good route. Or if any of you are transitioning your car to kind of more of a race car, these delete blocks, definitely the route to go. On the topic of brake stuff, this is the SVE Rear Brake Kit that allows you to run a 11.65 inch rear rotor. You'll get the anti-moan braces. You'll get billet caliper adapter brackets. These look really, really trick. It's almost like they look too good to install. Caliper retaining hardware and dust shields. So if you've already converted your front to the 13-inch rotor and you want to complement the rear with the 11.65-inch rotor, this is the kit you need. Rotors and calipers and brake hoses sold separately because we know folks kind of like to do their own thing when it comes to that stuff, but we still offer all of that on the site, so check it out. And then the last thing here, this is the SVE Driveshafts, one of the many that we offer. We have 28 and 31 spline options for, T5, T45, 3650. We also have a few different options for any of you that have swapped different transmissions into your 94 to 2004 cars, so T56 or 6R80. But these are made in America, really, really solid construction. You got Spicer U-joints. Overall, really, really solid drive shafts. All right, everybody, so that's a wrap. Hope you enjoyed this one. I know I can sit here and talk parts all day long, but we're gonna turn y'all loose. I think you can tell by just the few parts we talked about today that we're definitely committed to the cars. And we're gonna continue our commitment, and chase as many parts as we can as the days and years go by. So appreciate you all. If you find value in what we're doing, please consider liking the video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications. And until we see you in the next one, for all things 1994 to 2004 Mustang, keep it right here at the Real Enthusiasts, LMR.com.